I'm sorry, but information regarding specific electrical specialty licenses in different states is not currently available. I can, however, discuss the general concept of electrical licensing and specializations within the electrical trade. Electrical licensing is a critical aspect of ensuring safety and competency in electrical work. Most jurisdictions require individuals performing electrical installations, repairs, and maintenance to be licensed. The licensing process typically involves a combination of education, on-the-job training, and passing a written examination. The purpose of licensing is to protect the public from unqualified individuals performing potentially dangerous electrical work. The most common type of electrical license is the journeyman electrician license. This license typically requires 4 years of experience working under the supervision of a master electrician, as well as completion of a formal apprenticeship program or equivalent training. A journeyman electrician is qualified to perform a wide range of electrical tasks, including wiring buildings, installing electrical equipment, and troubleshooting electrical problems. In addition to the journeyman license, some states and local jurisdictions offer specialty electrical licenses. These licenses are designed for individuals who specialize in a particular area of electrical work. Examples of specialty licenses include limited energy, residential, science, HVAC, and low voltage. The requirements for obtaining a specialty license vary depending on the jurisdiction and the specific type of license. However, they typically involve less experience and training than a journeyman license. For instance, a limited energy license may only require 2 years of experience, while a residential license may focus specifically on residential wiring techniques and codes. The purpose of specialty licenses is to allow individuals to focus on a specific area of electrical work and to ensure that they have the necessary knowledge and skills to perform that work safely and effectively. Specialty licenses can also help to expand the range of services offered by electrical contractors and to meet the specific needs of different types of customers. Let's consider some of the common areas of electrical specialization that might be covered by specialty licenses. Firstly, there's limited energy. This typically involves low-voltage systems such as security alarms, telephone systems, and data networks. The focus is on the safe installation and maintenance of these systems, which often have different code requirements than standard electrical wiring. Secondly is residential electrical work. This specialization focuses on the wiring of homes and apartments. Residential electricians need to be familiar with the National Electrical Code 210, which covers branch circuits, and 220, which covers branch circuit, feeder, and service calculations, as well as the specific requirements for residential wiring, such as the placement of outlets and the use of ground fault circuit interrupters or GFCIs. Thirdly, we assign electrical work. This involves the installation and maintenance of electrical signs, including neon signs, LED signs, and illuminated billboards. Sign electricians need to be knowledgeable about the specific electrical requirements for signs, as well as the structural considerations for mounting signs safely. Fourthly, there's HVAC electrical work. This specialization focuses on the electrical components of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. HVAC electricians need to be able to troubleshoot electrical problems in HVAC equipment and to install and maintain the electrical wiring for these systems. Fifthly, we have low-voltage electrical work. This encompasses a wide range of low-voltage systems, such as landscape lighting, home automation systems, and audiovisual equipment. Low-voltage electricians need to be familiar with the specific wiring methods and safety requirements for these systems. To understand the general process of obtaining an electrical license, whether it's a journeyman license or a specialty license, it is firstly important to meet the minimum qualifications. This typically includes a high school diploma or equivalent, as well as a minimum age requirement. Secondly, you must complete an apprenticeship program. Apprenticeship programs typically involve a combination of classroom instruction and on-the-job training. The length of the apprenticeship program varies depending on the type of license, but it is typically 4 years for a journeyman license. Thirdly, obtain the required work experience. In addition to completing an apprenticeship program, You may also need to obtain a certain amount of work experience under the supervision of a licensed electrician. The amount of work experience required varies depending on the jurisdiction. Fourthly is to pass an examination. Once you have completed your apprenticeship program and obtained the required work experience, you will need to pass a written examination to demonstrate your knowledge of electrical codes, safety practices, and electrical theory. And fifthly is to apply for a license. After passing the examination, you can apply for an electrical license with the relevant licensing board or agency. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a widely adopted standard for electrical installations. The NEC is updated every 3 years and provides detailed requirements for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. Electricians and electrical inspectors rely on the NEC to ensure that electrical installations meet minimum safety standards. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is organized into chapters, articles, and sections, making it easy to find the specific requirements for a particular type of electrical installation. Some key articles in the NEC that are frequently referenced include Article 210, which covers branch circuits, Article 220, which covers feeder and service calculations, Article 250, which covers grounding and bonding, Article 300, which covers wiring methods, and Article 400, which covers flexible cords and cables. Furthermore, let's delve into some specific examples of how the NEC applies to different types of electrical installations. For instance, when installing a new branch circuit in a residential home, the NEC requires that the circuit be protected by an overcurrent device, such as a circuit breaker or fuse, that is sized appropriately for the ampacity of the conductors. The NEC also specifies the types of wiring methods that are permitted for residential wiring, such as non-metallic sheath cable, also known as Romex. In commercial buildings, the NEC has stricter requirements for wiring methods and overcurrent protection. For example, metal conduit is often required for wiring in commercial buildings to provide additional protection against physical damage. The NEC also requires that commercial buildings have emergency lighting and power systems to ensure that occupants can safely evacuate the building in the event of a power outage. Grounding and bonding are critical aspects of electrical safety. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the overcurrent device to trip and to energize the circuit. Bonding connects all metal parts of an electrical system together to create a low impedance path for fault current. The NEC provides detailed requirements for grounding and bonding, including the size of grounding conductors, the methods for connecting grounding electrodes, and the requirements for bonding metal enclosures. The electrical safety is of paramount importance. Electric shock can cause serious injury or death. It is essential to follow all safety precautions when working with electricity, including de-energizing circuits before working on them, using appropriate personal protective equipment, and following the requirements of the NEC. Only qualified and licensed electricians should perform electrical work. If you are not qualified to perform electrical work, it is best to hire a licensed electrician to do the job. Remember to always turn off the power at the circuit breaker before working on any electrical circuit. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is de-energized. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as safety glasses and rubber gloves. Never work on electrical equipment in wet or damp conditions. If you are interested in becoming an electrician, there are several steps you can take to prepare yourself. Firstly, obtain a good education. A high school diploma or equivalent is typically required to enter an apprenticeship program. Courses in math, science, and electronics can be helpful. Secondly, find an apprenticeship program. Apprenticeship programs are typically offered by trade unions, electrical contractors, and vocational schools. Thirdly, gain experience. The more experience you have, the more valuable you will be to employers. Look for opportunities to work on a variety of electrical projects. Fourthly, obtain a license. Once you have completed your apprenticeship program and gained the required experience, you will need to pass an examination to become a licensed electrician. And fifthly, stay up to date. The electrical industry is constantly changing, so it is important to stay up to date on the latest codes, technologies, and safety practices. Attend continuing education courses and read industry publications. While specific information on specialty licenses in other states is unavailable at this time, understanding the general principles of electrical licensing, the role of the NEC, and the importance of electrical safety can provide a solid foundation for further exploration of this topic. By researching the specific requirements in individual states, one can gain a comprehensive understanding of the diverse landscape of electrical specialty licenses across the United States.